Shalom, shalom. First of all, I'd like to give infinity honors and glory to my Lord and Savior, Yahweh, Ba'ad Shem Yahushai, Ba'ad Shem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS. Shalom to the brothers and sisters that's doing this truth sincerely and not for vain glory. Big ups to the house of Dawadah, the house of David. Big up to the hopeful elect. All right, this is going to be a quick video, Lord willing. It's going to be called, I Have Never Seen the Righteous Abandoned. All right. And it started off with this Psalms right here that I was reading, okay? You got to understand something, brothers and sisters, okay? The Most High have never abandoned his people. I'm talking about the elect, okay? And I'm going to go into it because this is from the eyes of David. David seen this, all right? And he wanted brothers that was going to come back to read these scriptures, right? Okay? It says Psalms 37 and what? 23. The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delighteth in his way. So let's break that down. The steps of a good man. All right, let's get the understanding. Blue Letter Bible, good man. Okay, goes back to the Hebrew. All right.
97. Gever.
Okay, and it says what? A strong man, a warrior. All right, a valiant man, a warrior. All right. So, brothers, the steps of a good man are ordered. So, brother, you are looked at as being a warrior. So, even the most strongest warrior has to be supported by the Lord. You understand that? The steps of a good man, the steps of a warrior. Because you got to learn, you got to fight. The Most High wants you to fight. You understand me? So you are a warrior, man. And you have to be supported by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. All right? And the Most High delights in his way. All right? Because why? You're following the proper instructions of the Lord. Verse 24. Though he fall, see, you're going to fall as being a warrior. Okay? He shall not be utterly cast down. For the Lord upholdeth him with his hand. So even though you fall, you see, you're not abandoned. Because you're being held up by the Lord. You're being supported. So don't worry about the fall. Don't worry about being overwhelmed. Because the Most High is there with you, man. You got to believe that, man. You got to believe that you are that good man. You are that warrior. Because this is the battle to be in this truth, man. All right? And once again, this is from the eyes of King David. I have been young. Verse 25. I have been young and now am I old. Yet have I not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. So what did David say? David said, yo, I've been young. And I'm an old man now. And I have never seen the Most High abandon or forsaken his elect, nor his seed begging for bread. And I'm going to be honest with you, brothers and sisters. When I look back on my life, I've never been forsaken by the Lord. Never. It's always been my problems and things that I was doing, the wickedness that I was doing. But the Lord never forsaken me, man. Why would the Lord invest so much time in you? Think about that. Why would the Most High put you through all this hell if he wanted to embarrass you and forsake you like that? Leave you hanging, leave you lonely. It's Satan. The Most High put the spirit on Satan to try to ruin your business. You see that? But God has invested into you. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua has invested into you. He's never going to let you fall off, man. Nor your seed is going to be homeless or begging for bread, man. Verse 26, he is ever merciful and lendeth, and his seed is blessed, man. So the Most High is merciful, man. And he lendeth, and his seed is blessed, the elect of Israel, man. And this is from the eyes of King David. From the experience, him traveling from a young man to an old man. He's seen them. He's seen them come and go. And he never seen the righteous what? He never seen them forsaken. And let's look at that word of forsaken. Let me close this out. Forsaken, right? It says to give up, to renounce. The Most High never renounced you. To give up, to decide, declare that one would no longer adhere to, reject. The Most High will never reject you, man. To leave altogether, abandon, completely deserted, helpless. Why would the Most High put you through all this hell here in America to just abandon you, man? No, you got to look at things deeper. Abandoned, ignored. The Most High going to ignore you? Lonely, stranded. You're doing the right things, and the Most High is not like that. Left behind, outcast. You see these words that's associated with the word forsaken, man? Isolated. We got a comforter, solitary, desolate. You see, when you worship Satan, guess what? You be like Casanova, solitary confinement. You the one that's lonely. Where your blood's at? Huh? Most High will never abandon you, man. All right, let me close that out. Close that out. Right to it. I'm going to go to Sirach 2:1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. So these scriptures was written like a father talking to his son. And we are the sons, Yasha'Allah. He is the prince of the power. These are letters that the king was speaking to brothers, man. If you want to be looked at as being part of the elect, prepare your soul for temptations. Verse 2, set thy heart aright. Meaning what? Get your mind right. Get your mind right. Prepare yourself that you're going to go through these temptations. And constantly endure. Constantly endure. Don't quit. Constantly endure. And make not haste in the time of trouble. And there's examples all through the scriptures of brothers like this, brothers and sisters. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. See that? Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully and be patient. When thou art changed to a low estate, be patient. Take it cheerfully. Take it with a smile. When you're going through your roughest moments, take it with a smile. Do not let your enemy be the end of me. Because that's what they want to do. I'm going to say it again. Say it with me, brothers. I will not let my enemy be the end of me. Because they want you to lose faith, man. They want you to doubt the Most High. They want you to believe that the Most High is abandoning you. See? For gold is trying to fire an acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Are you acceptable? Are you a acceptable man? Can you go through the adversity? That adversity is fire. You not having the money that you want. You not having the house that you want. You not getting the respect from your kids. You not getting the respect from your woman. You having to work. You having to bust your behind. You being oppressed. You getting traffic tickets. You being stopped, questioning, frisked. You being beat the hell up. Other nations is mocking your woman based on the crown of her head. That's that fire. Okay? Believe in him and he will help thee. Order thy way aright and trust in him. You see that? Order your way aright and trust in him. I'm going to jump down to the point. Verse 10. Now this is the point. What does it say? It says, look at the generations of old and see. That means to observe. Read the scriptures. Look at it. Observe it. Did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? That is a question. Who has the Lord ever abandoned? That's why David said what he said. I have never seen the righteous forsaken. Never. Not in a million years. Never. It would never happen. It would never happen. Think about it. That don't even make sense, man. You are a warrior fighting a battle, the good fight for faith, and the Lord going to abandon you? That don't make no sense, man. That's why I said, though he fall, he shall not be utterly cast down. He said, I've been young and now I'm old and have never seen the righteous forsaken, man. Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? Who has the Lord ever despised that called upon him? Who? Let's look at that word despise. Who has the Lord ever despised, man? Think of it. It doesn't make any sense, man. To regard, contempt, to scorn, to dislike. The Most High is going to dislike you for calling upon his name? That don't make any sense. Why would the Most High dislike you because you called on him in a time of tribulation? Verse 11, for the Lord is full of compassion and mercy. This is what these worldly people don't want you to know, man. The Most High has ultimate compassion and mercy, long-suffering and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins. You see, if it was up for men, all right, they don't forgive sins here, all right? They don't forgive sins here. Let me read an article about a person that was not given sin. I was reading this article yesterday, all right? Let me see. Oh, here you go right here. Check this out. A 76-year-old woman was sent back to prison for not answering her phone during a class. Okay? Her name is Gwen Levi. All right? Now, spiritual. She served 16 years of a 24-year sentence for conspiracy to sell at least 1 kilogram of heroin. All right? So she was in her 60s doing that, which was wicked. Right? But now she came out due to COVID. All right? To prevent prisoners from contracting COVID-19 last year, Trump administration allowed nearly 4,500 inmates to be released. 76-year-old Gwen Levi was among those who was qualified for early dismissal. So she was released, right? And then guess what? She was in class. There you go. The senior citizen was arrested this time for not answering her phone when authorities attempted to reach her. Levi was reportedly in a computer word processing class. So she wasn't on the strip club. Okay? She wasn't in the trap house. She was probably trying to better her resume and get certain qualifications before she could get a better job. But think about it. Why does a 76-year-old Israelite woman have to work anyway? Levi was reportedly in a computer word processing class in Baltimore, Inner Harbor at the time. As of June 12th, she is in Washington, D.C. jail, waiting to be transferred to a federal facility. So they was pretty much, you can read this article when you get a chance. They was pretty much, right? Any little thing, where's the forgiveness? Where's the mercy, man? Where's it at? Because you won't find it here in America. But then they'll tell you, oh, slavery happened a long time ago, forgive us. Kick rocks, man. For the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long-suffering and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins, and saveth in the time of affliction, man. Do you see what's going on, man? Case in point, Job. What happened to Job? Job 1:13. And there was a day when his sons and his daughters were eating and drinking wine in their eldest brother's house. All right? And there came a messenger unto Job and said, the oxen were plowing and the asses feeding beside them. And the Sabians fell upon them and took them away. Yea, they have slain the servants with the edge of the sword, and I only am escaped alone to tell thee. So Job, all right, lost his kids. Okay. Job lost his animals. Job lost his servants. Okay. Verse 16, while he was yet speaking, there came also another and said, the fire of God is fallen from heaven and have burned up the sheep and the servants and consumed them. And I only am escaped alone to thee. So Job was losing property. All type of stuff was happening to Job, man. While he was yet speaking, there came also another and said, the Chaldeans out out 3 bands and fell upon the camels and have carried them away. Yea, the slain, the servants with the edge of the sword, and I only am escaped alone to tell thee. Verse 18, while he was just speaking, there came another. So this is bad news after bad news, right? Brothers is going through bad news after bad news. Oh man, you gotta pay this ticket. Oh man, this person in your family died. Oh man, it's like a black cloud hanging over your head, man. Oh man, this bill popped up. Oh man, IRS is fining you $2,000. Oh, this happened to your account. Somebody hacked into your account. It's like bad news after bad news. This brother talking crap about you. You know, you and your woman getting in an argument. All right? It says, while he was just speaking, verse 18, there came also another and said, thy sons and daughters were eating and drinking wine in their eldest brother's house. And behold, there came a great wind from the wilderness and smote the 4 corners of the house, and it fell upon the young man, and they are dead. And I only am escaped alone to tell thee. So his kids got killed. Imagine seeing that. You walk into your house, you seeing your kid, your kid's arm hanging out the damn on the floor with the ring that you gave him. He's dead. Blood all over the pavement. Your kids is all gone. You see their legs. You got to bury them. Imagine that, man. So you got to understand the condition of the battle. You're going to take losses, man. But guess what? The Most High is not doing this to forsake you, man. He's doing this to build you up in the spirit, to let you know it ain't about your kids. It ain't about your house. It ain't about your money. It ain't about your job. It ain't about you. It's about me. A lot of y'all people think this is a story about Job. No, this is a story about the God of Job, the God of Yasha'Allah, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai. It's not about Job. Okay? It says, then Job rose and rent his mantle and shaved his head and fell down upon the ground and worshiped. So when he went through his toughest moments, he worshiped. He knew who to tap into. And that's why he wasn't forsaken. That's why he wasn't abandoned. And he said, naked came I out of my mother's womb. We all came in this with nothing. We just learning these concepts, family and cars and clothes and girls. All right? It's not about them. It's about the Most High. And naked shall I return thither. And when you return naked, where you think you're going? Back to the Lord. The Lord gave and the Lord have taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. You see? In all this, Job sinned not, no charge God foolishly. You see that? And all this. So Job took losses, man. You understand that? Satan tried to ruin Job's business and what he had going on, but God was already invested in him. Just like us, brothers. The Most High is already invested in us, man. So I'm going to jump. This is Job 42 and 10. Okay? And this is the end of the chapter. This is the end of the book of Job. Verse 10. And the Lord, Job 42 and 10. And the Lord turned the captivity of Job. You see that? So the Most High is going to turn our captivity. Okay? He's not turning, he didn't turn the generational wealth back to Job. He didn't turn the death of Job kids back to him. He didn't turn the celestial bodies back to Job. The first thing that the Most High did was turn what? The captivity of Job, because that's what's holding Jake back, this captivity. See, and when the Most High releases from this captivity, then we're going to be able to move righteously in the whole 9 yards, man. You see that? And the Lord turned the captivity of Job. He didn't forsake Job. He didn't abandon Job. He took him out of that captivity. And when he prayed for his friends, also the Lord gave twice as much as he had before. You see that? And Job prayed for his friends because he had some ignorant friends around him. Oh man, see Job, you messed up because of this. They didn't understand that this is what the Lord wanted to do. It wasn't because Job did anything wrong. This was the Lord's plan. All right? Job lost possessions, family, health. He even at one time wanted to die. He lost the will to live. Y'all remember that? Then came there unto him all his brethren. You see that? All his brethren. You want to know why? All his sisters and all they that had been of his acquaintance before. You want to know why? Because Job was an outcast. When Job was going through his toughest moments, it wasn't nobody around him. His family abandoned him. You understand that? Job became the black sheep of his family. Think about that. You going through your darkest moments and you thinking your people's going to help you out. And that's how it's going to happen. When brothers get them crowns, the Most High going to take them curses off our own family, and they're going to see who we really are. They're going to say, wow, my brother was a prophet, man. Wow, my son was a prophet. Wow, my uncle was a prophet. Wow, my daddy was a prophet. Wow. And all that had been acquaintance before and did eat bread with him in his house, and they bemoaned him and comforted him over all the evil that the Lord had brought upon him. So I let you know the Most High jacked Job up so much, even after he got everything back twice, Job was still emotionally, he was still emotional about what happened, man. So Esau, you know we are never going to forget that, man. We took losses, man. You hung our babies on trees. You whipped us like animals. You stripped us of our dignity, of our manhood, buck breaking. And it says what? His family bemoaned him. Let's look up that word bemoan. It says to express grief over. All right? So his family was emotional. Like, wow, bro, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry I didn't, that's going to happen. They was lamenting with Job, man. Damn, I could have did more to help out. It says, and comforted him over all the evil that the Lord had brought upon him. Every man also gave him a piece of money, and every one an earring of gold. Why? Because Job was a priest. Job was a priest. All right? And I'm going to keep reading verse 12. So the Lord blessed the latter end of Job. You see that? The Lord blessed the latter end of Job. So what happened? The same things that Satan was using to bring Job down, the Most High gave him those things back and more. We're going to come out of America more blessed. And I know that's hard to believe and understand right now, brothers, but we're going to come out this thing more blessed, just like Job. So the Lord blessed the latter end of Job more than his beginning, for he had 14,000 sheep, 6,000 camels, and 1,000 yoke of oxen, and 1,000 she-asses. Now, it doesn't tell you how he got that back, but that's an easy thing. Verse 13, he had also 7 sons and 3 daughters. And he called the name of his first Jemimah, and the name of the second Keziah, and the name of the third Karen Hapuch. Okay? Karen Hapuch. All right? And I was doing the math on, so I was looking up his daughters' names, right? Let's look up his daughters' names. All right? Because do you want to know why they named the daughters? You know how hard it is to even imagine a righteous daughter Jemimah right now? When you got the likes of Big Booty Butts and Alexa Skies and can you imagine righteous daughter? This is why they didn't name the sons, they named the daughters. Can you imagine? The day by day. Jemimah, day by day. It says dove. So she was a dove, man. Affectionate. Warm. These were his daughters. They was warm. They was dove. They was clean. Can you imagine that? Job has the best daughters ever that the world has ever seen. Kizzy goes back to Keziah. And it's funny because When you look that word Kasai up, it deals with cinnamon. Okay? So think about this. Cinnamon, so what complexion was her? What complexion was his daughter? What is Cassia? All about Cinnamon's cousin. What you think? What you think? She probably had that nice cinnamon complexion, giving off a nice scent, a nice smell, but more so her complexion. She was a brown-skinned, beautiful woman, man. Think about this, man. Can you imagine that warmness? You're getting warmth from the so-called black and Latino woman again, man. A dove, cinnamon. Woo! Can't wait, man. Karen Hapuch, horn of a it says horn of cosmetic. So she was beautiful. All right, she didn't need no damn makeup or none of that. She was beautiful, man. Job had some beautiful, warm, loving, clean, chocolate daughters, man. Okay, and he got it back. That's why they named the daughter. You don't have to name the sons. You name the daughter. Verse 15. And the land where no woman found so fair as the daughters of Job. Right? They ain't ratchet, shaking their behinds, acting like demons, credit card scamming. And their father gave them inheritance among their brethren. After this lived Job 140 years and saw his sons and his sons' sons and even 4 generations. So Job died being old and full of days. You see that? Job died being old and full of days, man. That is so beautiful, man. So beautiful, man. The Most High would never forsake brothers, man. Job got it back more. All right? And don't think Job still, didn't remember his other kids, man. The Lord going to give you more. This shows you how Satan operates, man. He want to attack your kids, man. Okay? Now I'm going to read this last part. Matthew 19:27. It says, Then answered Peter and said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore? And Yahweh shall said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, all right, which is reincarnation, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory. So them 12 disciples that was back then is going to be back when the Son of Man come back. You see, the Most High didn't forget about the 12 disciples. Ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones. You see? The 12 disciples never sat on 12 thrones. They was never in a position of rulership, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. Verse 29, and every one that forsaken houses, you see that? You dub the houses, or brethren, the family life, or sisters, or mother, or father, or wife, or children, or lands, property, for my name's sake, shall receive 100-fold, and shall inherit everlasting life. You see that? So it happened again, man. It happened all over again, man. I want to get one more precept, and then I'm going to wrap it up. Okay? One more precept, and I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to jump to Wisdom of Solomon, and I'm going to jump to 3, verse 5 through 9. All right? Wisdom of Solomon, 3, verse 5 through 9. Wisdom of Solomon. It said, watch this right here. Wisdom of Solomon, 3, verse 5. It says, and having been a little chastised, you see, that's what happened to Job. That's what happened to the 12 disciples. They was all chastised. Why would the Most High forsake them? Why would the Most High do that? Why would the Most High despise you for calling upon his name? That don't make no sense. Having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded. You're going to be greatly rewarded, brothers, sisters. You're going to be greatly rewarded for giving back, for helping others, for doing the right thing, for putting the spirit of righteousness on people, man. You're going to be greatly rewarded. For Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh shall prove them and found them worthy for himself. So you got to be proved, okay? All right? Your suffering is going to make you friends with the Most High, the most strongest entity in in the whole galaxy, in the whole universe. Your suffering is going to make you a friend with him, man. As gold in the furnace have he tried them and received them as a burnt offering. So the Most High is going to burn you up. He's going to try you. He's going to see if you're going to wither away. And in the time of their visitation, they shall shine. They shall shine and run to and fro like sparks among the stubble. See, we're going to shine. We're going to be giving those spiritual powers back. We're going to be flying. We're going to have everything back. When the Most High come back, we're going to get it all back. Spiritual power, everything, man. Rulership, dominion. They shall judge the nations. Oh, we're not going to be in the projects no more, baby. We're not going to be in the projects no more. Your project led us to what? The kingdom of Yasha Allah. The kingdom of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. No more projects. No more bandos. No more trap houses. We're going to judge the nations and have dominion over the people. And their Lord shall reign forever. The Lord's going to reign forever. There ain't going to be no Buddhist gods. There's not going to be no Christian gods. The Lord of the Bible is going to rule forever. There's not going to be no Muslim gods. There's not going to be none of that. It's going to be the Lord of the Bible. The children of Israel that came here on captivity on slave ships. We are the chosen. Verse 9. They that put their trust in him shall understand the truth. And that's what we understanding. This walk of life, every day that goes on, we're understanding truth every day. We understanding what this whole thing is about. And such as be faithful in love shall abide with him, for grace and mercy is to his saints. So that grace and mercy is only established to his saints. Job, all right, his friends, his daughters, the 12 disciples, the 144,000, and he have cared for his elect. He has cared for his elect, man. With that being said, I'd like to give infinity honors to our Lord and Savior, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakar Kodash, Bahashim Rakar Kodash, Shalom. Kom Yasha Allah.